Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. This is the golden age of buying CDs. It's been that way for like the last 6 years. Don't get me wrong, I still buy a lot of vinyl. I just bought, a piece of vinyl yesterday for my collection. Here's a rare kind of Stone song that I paid a whopping $10 for one song for the collection. But if you want to get a deal, it's for CDs. It's been this way for about 6 years. The more that vinyl goes up, the less that CDs have been. And the most fun for me is when I go out in the wild. Now, I buy a lot of music. I used to get maybe 100 albums a year. Now I'm getting like 300 albums a year. I can't keep up, and some of the stuff I won't get to for years, but I can't pass up the deals that I find out in the wild. Where do I shop? I go to thrift stores, I go to yard sales, I go to estate sales, and I go to my used record stores that are luckily all over Long Island. I am always buying constant stuff, and I thought it'd be fun to show you guys some of the deals that I found recently. I think you're going to be blown away. Now, I still buy, major releases like on Amazon, like if the new Toll box set comes out, I don't wait. I buy that. Here's the new Toll album, and I get the deluxe editions because I'm a serious collector and I need like the deluxe editions of this stuff. But the most fun is going out in the wild. I go with my son sometimes, and we never know what we're going to find. But I will tell you, check out some of these finds from this CD haul from the last couple of months. And this is not all of them. This is just a selection. So one of the great things about going out and finding deals is sometimes you can get almost like a whole collection of a band, and hopefully you'll like them. If you don't, I'll sell them or give them away because I pay like $2 a pop for these CDs. So here's the band Gentle Giant, and here's an album, Acquiring the Taste, on CD. Here's Three Friends, deluxe 35th anniversary edition of Freehand in a slipcase. Here's a double import on the BGO label of Live Playing the Fool and Civilian. Here's a deluxe edition of Octopus. It just folds all the way out. Not enough. The Power and the Glory. And then In a Glass House as a German import. I got most of these at a record show. Made a deal on this whole stack. Now, I had Playing the Fool back in the in the mid-'70s, and I just couldn't deal with Gentle Giant at that time. They make Emerson, Lake and Palmer seem easy listening. But I think I'm ready for them, and I've listened to a couple of these albums a bunch of times, and I'm kind of digging it, but it's a tough listen. But the idea is I'd never pay full price for that, but I basically got most of their collection for the price, less than the price of one vinyl album. Pretty good deal. And that's the idea of it. Like the other day, I was at a record show, and here are two of the best albums by the Incredible String Band. Now, I don't know if I'm going to like these guys, but these are legendary albums on the Hannibal record label, and these are really tough to find. Oh, and I paid $2.50 a pop. Let's keep going. Here's a guy named Emmett Rhodes. I've heard of him. Don't know any of his songs. But here's a collection of the best of Emmett Rhodes. Here's a double CD of Bobby Gentry. Nice collection. So it gives you the opportunity of investigating artists at a cheap price. Now, I know some Spooky Tooth that have like a double best of CD. But then at a record show, I was able to find these deluxe German import albums on Repertoire Records. Here's The Last Puff. Here's Spooky Tooth, their most famous album, Spooky 2. And this is a double collection of the best of Spooky Tooth. So again, what did I pay for these? Maybe $3 a piece. And these are German imports on Repertoire. Really hard to find stuff. Another band, I'm familiar with some of their stuff. Don't know if I'm going to really like them. The Dave Clark 5. The History Dave Clark 5. 2 discs. I don't know. 50 songs. I paid $5 for this. Let's keep going, shall we? Here's some deals I just got the other day. I'm a big fan of Caravan, but I never had this album, Blind Dog at St. Dunstan's. Here's a album that's pretty hard to find. This is the Raspberries Live on the Sunset Strip. This is a 2 CD set with a DVD of the live concert from their reunion show. Really sweet stuff. Really hard to find, and I paid $4 for that. Big fan of the Neville Brothers. Recently found Treacherous, their double best of collection anthology. Really cool to have. I have individual albums. And of course, after the Neville Brothers, they became the Meters. And here's Funkify Your Life, a double box set. Paid like $5 for that. There's a price tag on this one. This is a famous album from Midnight Oil, Diesel and Dust, $2.99 for the deluxe edition with a DVD. Pretty cool stuff. I'm a big fan of Status Quo, always looking for their stuff, and I found this. This is a B-Sides and Rarities collection, and this is still sealed. Got this at an estate sale, their first album. Picturesque matchstickable messages from Status Quo with that famous song on it. This is a deluxe mini box set, still sealed. Got that at an estate sale for like $2 maybe. Pretty cool stuff. Let's keep going, shall we? The Straubs. I have a double best of collection, but nice to get a single one. Here's the best of Ronnie Lane. I have never seen this album before. Of course, from the Faces, Kutchke Rye the Singles collection. Dusty Springfield, the complete BBC sessions. Here's a band I really dig. Raging Slab. Not easy to find their CDs, and I picked that up the other day. Yeah, I actually did pay $5.99, but that's a pretty good deal. And, you know, like the Loving Spoonful's the kind of band that maybe you get like a greatest hits album or two, which is what I have. But the other day, paid $2 a piece for all these individual CDs, and they all have a slew of bonus tracks, digitally remastered. Very exciting to find these, and I paid a whole, I think like $1.50 a piece or something like that. Brinsley Schwartz, great import label BGO. They do two albums on one CD, and this is like the best of them. I'm a fan of theirs, if you know Nick Lowe. Another import of two Dave Davies from the Kinks solo records on one CD. His first one, and Glamour, paid like $2 for that. The Incredible International Submarine Band, featuring none other than Graham Parsons. Good luck finding this CD. This was on Sundays. This has got to be a really expensive CD. $2. I always try to upgrade, so I'm a big fan of Marillion. This is one of my favorite Marillion albums, Clutching at Straws. I have the original vinyl. Well, that's going to go away because this is a double disc, digitally remastered with a whole second disc of outtakes and demos. Can't beat that. Also found a couple of other CDs from them that I didn't have. This was another B-Sides, B-Sides themselves, a collection of B-Sides, and a nice live record called Reel to Reel, back from the Fish days. Old and in the Way, featuring none other than Jerry Garcia. Nice finds. Again, I paid like $2 or so for each one of these CDs over time. Imports are always fun. Andy Frazier from Free, his 2 solo records on one CD. Again, this is an import, you know, from C for Miles Records. This is really tough stuff to find. Got that at an estate sale. Japanese imports, you're never going to see Ambrosia CDs. They're just never going to find them. But in Japan they were. So, not that those are great albums or anything, but cool to have. The Collector's Guide to Rare British Birds. That's Ronnie Wood. This is a box set of all the collection of the Birds material. Tony Banks' first solo record, A Curious Feeling. I paid $1 for that. Try finding Benjamin Orr's solo record from the Cars. This had a great song on there that was kind of a hit called Stay the Night. Good stuff from the 80s. Try finding this one, Home. The band Home with Laurie Weisfield from Wishbone Ash, who later went on to Wishbone Ash. This is on the Esoteric Recordings label. This is an expensive British import CD that I was lucky enough to find for really cheap. Amazing Blondell. I don't even know if I'm going to like these guys, but 2 albums on one, digitally remastered on BGO Records, a British import, it's not good, I'll get rid of it. I only paid $2 for it. So, point being, there is so much gold out there, and the most fun part for me of music collecting is going out. I go out every week. I hit record stores, thrift stores, estate sales. They all know me, and I go digging, and that's what's fun, because anybody can go make a purchase on the internet. I don't. I need physical media. Anybody could go make a purchase on Amazon. Well, I do that occasionally for big stuff, you know, box sets, things that I really, really want. But you never know what's out there in the wild for the hunt. And you find really, really cool stuff. And on CD, they've been giving it away for the last 6 years. And it's a blessing to me. So hope you enjoyed this video. Go out, start hunting. You know, I'm not saying don't buy vinyl, but God, for the price of $35 for one vinyl record that may sound good, may not sound good, depending on the mastering and the pressing plant, man, I can get 10 CDs that are digitally mastered that sound great. Hope you're having a good day. If you like this video, please hit subscribe, tell your friends, and check out my other videos. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope you have a great one.